Well, good morning everyone, it's Paul here from Biking Life on this Tuesday morning, and as you know, or as you will know, it's my first day back this week because I was working this Saturday gone. And I told my boss, I said, are we still in this crappy overflow car park? He said, aye. So we still haven't gone into our normal car park. Bugger. I don't know. Well, I've lowered this screen down a little bit as well. I didn't want it as high. And by God, it does actually make the difference. You know, with my vision and stuff like that. I'm not actually peering over the very top lip of it now. Whether it makes a difference to the noise, I don't know. But I'll find out when I get in there today. Into work. At dinner time, as you know, I do a little bit of editing in my free time. Well, you might as well, mightn't you? Now, it does make a difference being able to see every blubbing thing. Especially if that thing there decides to steam up as it has done. But it's saying it's 11 degrees. It does actually feel warm. Mind you saying there, I've got my t-shirt underneath a jumper, and then I've got a balaclava on underneath this helmet as well, so I am quite warm. And as you noticed, I'm not rushing at all, there's no point, so I've picked you all up. We're on our way to work, folks. This is a communal commute to work. A bloke on who subscribes to me, Nick, he says it feels like he's coming to work with me every day. In essence, that's really what you are doing, aren't you? It's so true. So the mornings are getting a lot darker now, aren't they? Yeah, I can definitely feel more wind on me since I've dropped the screen down. But I just thought for one day, I'll see where it's like. See what we get from the mic, see if it's audible. And if it isn't, then the screen will have to go back up, I'm afraid. I don't know whether it's going to make much difference to the camera position. But I can certainly feel a lot more wind around my mouth area. But as to whether this is picking that up, I don't know. But another reason I dropped that down is because it's getting darker mornings, of course. And it's going to get colder mornings. This has an habit of steaming up. Don't ask me blooming why, I don't know. But it does. So I thought, well, rather than leave it, put it down, so at least if it does steam up, I am still able to see properly. I mean, I was before, but not to this extent, if you know what I mean. I'm able to see a lot more now. It's always, you know, when you're coming round places like this and you're the roads are wet, you can't half see the diesel patches or the oil patches. What's causing it, I don't know. It could be diesel, could be petrol, could be oil. It's one of the two. We tend to blame diesel, don't we? But in essence, the centre of the road is what's commonly known as the sump line, you know, which follows the sump of most cars. And that's where you tend to see a lot of the diesel or sort of, oh God, why is it Jaguars always slow me down? What is it with Jaguar drivers? I seem to get, you know, behind them a lot of times now. And this is where I hope for that the lights are on red, because watch what I'm going to do here. Oh, bugger. I was going to nip in front, but I can't do that now, can I? do it like that though, can't I? Seems to me that they're in those big cars, and I would say not all of them, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them just dawdle. Not they're out in a rush or anything, but I don't like going like 30 mile an hour in a 60 mile an hour zone. That to me is just absolutely boring. It defeats the object of being on a bike, doesn't it? Yes, it's grey and murky. Now yesterday I cleaned the bike thoroughly. I put some protecting stuff on and what have you. And I looked out this morning, I saw the damp roads. It's one of those feelings where you think, I've just spent all those hours cleaning the bike, now I'm going to go out and it's going to get absolutely up to the eyes in muck again. And I thought to myself for a brief instant, should I go in the car? Should I get the car out? And it was only a brief second, because then I thought to myself, shut up you daft bat. You preach and go on about riding in all weathers and stuff like that, and you like your cleaning bikes and stuff like that once a week. Just get on with it, stop moaning. And that's exactly why I'm back on Big Red. And the other thing is, if I was in the car, I wouldn't be making a vlog, would I? And as you know, I didn't put one up yesterday. So you're due a vlog, aren't you? You're definitely due a vlog, and we need to get one. I always like to do my little lifesavers. Because you just don't know whether a car's coming around there quite fast and want to overtake around that roundabout. I'm not looking forward to driving over all this crap on this in this car park, especially with all this blooming rain. And another thing that's really irritating the life out of me is the inconsiderate gits who are parking in the motorcycle base just because they can't. What the hell's he doing? Did you see that? The blooming woman! What was she doing? She's all over the road. Yeah, the inconsiderate gets her all parking in the motorcycle bays. Absolutely stupid. Soon be Christmas, folk. What is there, about 6 weeks of summer? 5, 6 weeks? It's coming around really quick, isn't it? And as we enter December and come into the 2nd of December, which is going to be, or supposedly, the end of the lockdown, all that means is that we're going back into the tiered system, and I firmly believe that we'll be going back into tier 3, which is one of the highest ones anyway, so there's not going to be much difference, to be fair. And yet they've already come up with a vaccine that they've been trialling on 40-odd thousand people that's 90% effective. There has been some mild side effects, which is what they didn't say. They're saying that everyone was okay, but there was mild side effects. But they don't know about the long-term side effects. And everyone's an individual, aren't they? So, you know, there is some severe side effects. See, as I was said on a previous occasion, that most virologists will tell you this anyway, that viruses and so most virologists will tell you that to create a vaccine safely for mankind, let's just say mankind, the testing and all the trials and that they go through take between 7 and 20 years. Now I know we're rushing this one through, and it will possibly get emergency powers that will push it through quite quickly. But you can't test against long-term side effects for stuff like this. And now this kind of vaccine, the type of vaccine that it is, hasn't been used before on humans. So we don't know, we've got no history on how it will behave or interact with us. Now, all I'm going to say on this subject, as long as I feel okay, which I have done throughout this pandemic, I will be refusing to take this vaccine until there's some firm evidence to prove that it doesn't cause long-term side effects, because you just don't know what you're putting in your body. Now that's just my belief, folks. What I'm not saying is don't take it, because if you feel you need to, take it, my friends. I'm just letting you know how I feel. It's entirely up to you. Anyway, let's change the subject, because it is a miserable blooming subject, isn't it, about vaccinations. You know, when I think about it, I still have 15 years of work before I can officially retire. And it is a long time, but I don't wish my life away, but God. Is it wrong of me to look forward to retirement this early? And I have worked all my life. And I've just, I just once, especially during these times, I want to be doing something I want to do. Something that makes me happy. I can't wait till I get my mortgage paid off and a little bit of money put aside, just so we can enjoy life, me and Nawalas together. God, it's early, isn't it? It's only 29 minutes past 7, for God's sakes. What am I doing? Oh dear. We can get through a couple, can't we? Aye, and that's what we did. We got through. Filter. Mind you, I will miss me filtering. I love filtering on this big boy. I said previously, didn't I, if you remember, if you watched the video, that I used to filter really well on the GSX 750, but getting Big Red made me a little bit more wary, and I used to think that I couldn't get through much at all, but you become aware of Big Red's, well, you become spatial awareness, don't you? You get that spatial awareness with him, and you learn that you can do a lot more stuff than you thought. Right, we're going to go through here. Like, just like that. And it makes life so much easier. Now I thought I would miss that on the car. If I was in the car now, I wouldn't be able to do that, would I? And it wouldn't be good, because it'd be a boring bloody drive and I'd be getting frustrated to hell, which is never good. It's a lot darker, isn't it, on the morning? I came out at 6:15 this morning and it was pitch black dark still. Never good, never good. I hate the dark nights. They're just long. Would you say that the traffic was a bit lighter this morning? I'm not so sure. Possibly. Possibly. I'm going to go over here because you generally get traffic coming out of there. And today there wasn't, so that's proved me wrong. But then again, we're coming around a sharp, well not a sharp, but a right-hander, and I'd love to be on the this side. Well, are you all enjoying the ride to work, folks? You've joined me again. We'll soon be there, don't worry, and we can get on with a good day's graft. I dread to think what's going to be there for me when I go in this morning, because if I miss one working day, such as I did Monday, the emails that I'll have is just phenomenal. It's unbelievable. And I'll have to plough through all of them before I get started on everything else. Oh well, there's Newport Bridge. I'm hoping that the sound quality is not too bad, and that actually this being a little bit lower has made it a little bit better for you. Well, it's nice to get that bit of wind in your face, especially when it's not even cold. Oh well folks, we're nearly here. As you know where I am. We've travelled this way many a times, haven't we? So I'll say bye for now folks. I've been Paul from Biking Life. Bye for now folks. Bye.